Hello and welcome all to Tales from the Time Traveler's Tavern. I will be your guide and navigator, Mr.E, taking you on this informative journey. Informative of what? We still don't know. But that's why I have had the good fortune to bring along with me the colorful commentary of our internet guru, my good friend Toast.
Butter is optional.
There you go. And to the other side, we have Private Snafu.
Good day, Mr.E. Good day, Toast.
Alright, now we're going to go down a traveling line of science fiction or science fiction and all that kind of good stuff. I wouldn't say that your clothes are shabby.
Have you seen some of the clothing I have? I have clothes older than he is.
Yes, and you do wear certain clothing until it's dandelion spores. I know. But
I would never wear dandelion spores. They itch. But they make a great tea.
Uh-huh.
Actually, just the dandelions do. You have to do it before it turns into the puffball.
right. I would think it would be the yellow ones. The yellow ones don't turn into puffballs. Trust me.
I think I'm just kind of going. You sure? Because
There are two different types.
It's not like I monitor dandelions.
They grow out of the same.
I'm not the dandelion police.
Apparently, you can also make wine out of dandelions.
Yeah.
And end up with some very happy neighbors. Apparently, my grandparents did.
And that's why his father doesn't look like his grandmother.
No, he looked like my grandfather. There is definitely a family resemblance throughout. It's kind of scary, actually.
Apparently, he didn't get the reference.
Oh, I did. I chose to ignore it. There's a difference.
Ignore what?
Exactly. Anyway, changing what you wear may reflect a lifestyle change. So, I guess if you change what you wear, you'll stop having dreams about having crappy clothes, is what they're saying there.
But then again, if you're dreaming about better clothing, couldn't that just mean I wish to have a better life? I wish I had good clothes?
Yeah.
I wish I was in style?
I'm always in style. I wear roughly the same thing. It's always a t-shirt and either jeans or cargo pants.
Yeah, but you're so thin, maybe it'd be better to say you're always a stylist.
But you also figure, when you say you're always wearing jeans and, jeans and a t-shirt, that is roughly what a lot of people wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing that now.
It comes down to more specifically, are you wearing a specific style of jeans all the time? Because there are multiple styles of jeans.
Indeed.
And are you wearing the same style of t-shirt? Because there are multiple styles of t-shirt.
Multiple cuts, multiple fabrics.
This type. I don't know. I don't know much. All I know is I wear
Walmart
clothes.
brand.
Some of that stuff is good.
True.
All I know is I wear the clothes that I wear.
That are stitched together with Chinese children's tears.
Nah.
For a minute, I thought you were just saying they were stitched together with Chinese children. I'm like, that's a different story.
Yes, entirely. Ah, yes, China. They are America's Industrial Revolution. In other words, they're about where we were in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Only they're in modern times.
I was thinking, or as Bender from Futurama put it, I was made in America's heartland, Mexico.
Yes. I wonder if that'll change now that wall's going up.
Nope. Can't chase the past. We already discussed that. Or did we?
Please, no more time travel.
And again, amusing because of the title.
Right. We're going to title this Breaking Snafu's Brain.
Maybe.
Not very hard to do.
No, the army already did it. Anyway, number 5. Crosses.
Crosses?
That's Johnny 5. Crosses.
Number 5 is alive.
Crosses are interpreted subjectively dependent on your religious beliefs.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Why did Christ compels you?
Wait, why did you bring up your fingers crossed
I don't know.
to Toast?
I don't know.
Granted, if anybody was the Antichrist...
I was going to say, do I look vampiric here? Do I have dark hair, a pale complexion, dressed mostly in dark colors? Don't answer that question. Do I abhor the daylight? The actual answer to that is no.
No.
They do like daylight.
No.
Garlic I'm a little iffy on. Though, did you ever see the movie Transylvania Twist?
No.
Another movie where I can't say it's a good movie, but I like it. At one point in time, the Van Helsing character holds up a crucifix to a vampire. And he's like, yeah, I have a crucifix. Okay. Doesn't this abhor you? What are you, some kind of religious nut? Huh. Why didn't this work? Everyone knows this sort of thing doesn't work in a dream. Really? He wakes up. He just goes, huh. Followed by the, kind of looking around. He's like, oh man. He goes like, brings his hand up to his mouth and goes, ow. Because now he's got fangs. Yeah.
Where was
It's a weird movie.
Some see it as symbolizing balance, death, or an end to a particular phase in life. The specific circumstances will help define them. So in other words, if you're seeing a bunch of crosses, say in your dream you visit Arlington, it could symbolize death, or it could symbolize rebirth, I guess.
I don't know, I can't say.
Or the relief that you're not there.
I can't say I can relate to that because I'm not very religious, but I do die a lot in my dreams.
That's only because you play a lot of video games.
No, I've actually cut down a lot. Sounds basic, I've stopped.
Have you ever had that in a dream?
What?
You have died. Continue?
No, I can't say I've ever had that.
Alright, number 6. Exams. Exams can significantly self-evaluation. What? That is... Am I not reading this sentence correctly?
Can signify self-evaluation.
Oh, signify. I did misread it. Okay. That's why I asked. Because I know that I'm fallible. Anyway, exams can signify self-evaluation.
At least you're not a phallus.
Only part of me.
But it's okay. It's only a small part of him.
By volume, yeah. Particularly now. I mean, this is kind of a sausage party.
Yeah.
I refuse to watch that movie.
You
On
should.
principle? Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Yeah, you don't want to watch it.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
I watched the first couple of minutes of it, and I'm just like, I think I might just hit my head on something now. Turned it off.
0 of 10 would recommend.
You and that rating system.
I was just sitting in that moment of, I didn't know the board did that. I didn't know they rated movies. Star Trek joke for anyone who didn't get that.
No, I didn't get that.
Puns that hurt. Anyway, with a specific content... with the content of the exam reflecting the part of your personality or life under inspection. So it could be taken as a means of reflecting upon where you are in life.
So, with the way that sounds, if I'm taking a math test, what does that mean?
Maybe your subconscious is reminding you to do your taxes.
I hate math. Math is literally my worst subject.
I was told there will be no math.
Did you sound like Napoleon Dynamite intentionally?
Actually, I was trying for the Beavis.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah, I don't remember which episode that was from. But...
I'm not old.
Are you sure? To someone you are.
Eh.
Wrap your brain around that one. In someone's mind, you are old.
Why would I be in someone's mind?
Why wouldn't you be? Are you not psychic?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Realistically, you are part of somebody's memory, though. And if you're lucky, you're part of their memories. Different joke. Anyway,
If you hit him, I won't argue.
eh. Damn it.
Go ahead, cut that one out.
I will, along with this.
That's what you say. Yes.
And? You look like you're in pain.
You look like we're doing stuff on purpose.
You? Never! Number 7. Death.
Death.
This is one I can relate to. I die a lot in my dreams.
The death of a friend or loved one represents change, endings, and new beginnings.
It
It
is
is
spare change in your pocket.
Damn.
and is not a psychic prediction of any kind. If you are recently bereaved, it may be an attempt to come to terms with the event. So in other words, if you've recently lost somebody, it might be your subconscious saying, hey, hey, poke, poke, poke. Remember how this person died?
My subconscious is a dick.
That should be a T-shirt.
But I have this feeling that no one will wear it.
I might. Number 8, falling. Falling is a common dream symbol that relates to our anxieties about letting go, losing control, or somehow failing after a success. Now that's interesting. You ever had that moment where you're almost about to fall asleep and you get the feeling of falling? Does that fall into this category, or?
I don't know, but I have that dream sometimes. Or like that feeling where you just like suddenly wake up and then you're like, I'm wide awake now, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where
Yeah.
you get this feeling like you are literally falling through space, and you jerk awake and go, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Because you know damn well that you are in a warm, safe space, presumably.
Or are you? Maybe the aliens did actually abduct you, and as you were being, pulled up, as you were being pulled up, the tractor beam slipped, and they went, whoa, 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 okay, it's that one again.
They never call.
They lost your number?
Good.
Speaking of people having the wrong numbers, there's this one guy that keeps on calling me like 3 times a day, and he's like,
I'm sorry.
uh-huh.
I never should have written your name. I never should have written your number on that bathroom stall.
Along with the words for a good time call.
Have you seen that comic? Oh, guy walks into a bathroom, and written on the wall is "for a good time call," and there's a number written. Next panel shows him hang gliding with this really big guy, and the big guy looks at him and goes, "You're the first person to actually call the number. I'm having a great time."
Fair enough, I guess.
No, but it's somebody who calls like every day, and he's like, "Hey, is this Mike?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, well, like, do you know Mike?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Well, tell him I have his free sample." And I'm like, "Whatever your free sample is, I do not want."
I had one. It was the first cell phone I had. Same number I currently have. I had it for about a year. Guy calls me up, and literally, I pick up the phone. I'm like, "Hello?" He's like, "Hey, is Isabel there?" "No." Well, can you put her on the phone? "No, I can't. I don't know an Isabel." "Well, this is her number." "No, this is my number." "No, this is her number. This is my number. I've had it for a year. I should know what my number is."
Yeah.
Well, when you see Isabel, let her know. Let her know I called. "There is no Isabel." "Well, this is her number. This is my number."
There is no Isabel. There is only toast.
There's only Zool. But his insistence.
Oh yeah.
That she's just playing a joke on him. That
Right.
she's really there. It's like, no, this is not her phone.
Dude.
This is mine.
Dude, you've been misnumbered, probably intentionally. Sorry.
There's actually a hotline for that.
Being misnumbered?
Yep, there's actually a hotline that women can give out to guys instead of their real number. That actually basically just has a pre-recorded message saying, "Sorry, dude, she gave you this number instead of her own. Just let her go."
Yeah. Well, but the other thing about that is that I've actually run into that with, other people. Not just male particulars, females as well, where they will insist
Numbers?
Yeah. Like,
No, where they'll insist this is the right number, blah blah blah. And it's like, honest to God, I called you back because you called me. I didn't recognize your number, so I figured it might be important.
I was working for a temp agency, and I had a lady flatly insist that there was absolutely no way whatsoever that she could possibly have misdialed my home phone number. Because when she tried to call my home phone number, it said it was out of service. And I'm like, our phone has been working consistently for several years now.
Yeah.
No, it must have been out of service for a short period then. I'm like, could you possibly have misdialed? No, I'd never misdialed. That's not a thing. Nope, no. Mm-mm.
Well, the other thing about it is there is incorrect connections as well, where the system for whatever reason will have an error and connect it to the wrong number. It doesn't happen as often anymore because we don't have manual operators who are actively connecting calls.
Right, but this wasn't the 1940s here.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's the I doubt that it was an issue with the telephone system, simply because of how the lady reacted. Because elsewhere, when someone's like, "Oh, I tried to call you, I couldn't get a hold of you." I'm like, "Well, did you dial? Did you maybe misdial?" It's possible, but I doubt it. Okay.
Right.
Just admitting that there's the possibility. She was adamant that there was no way that she misdialed whatsoever. It was an impossibility.
Because I've had that with... actually, I think I've had that calling you, where I had to call you for something, and it connected me to, someone else who was not you, and this was through my cell phone, so I know for sure that it dialed the right number, and I just looked at it, and I was like...
Are you sure that it dialed the right number?
Yeah, because I looked at the call history.
Even though that sometimes doesn't mean anything.
What I'm saying is, it's possible that errors exist, and more often than not, those errors... All right, well, on that note of fact, validation, and verification, any other shuns we should add to that? Parting words, Snafu?
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Okay, and Toast?
I can't believe it's not butter.
All right, then. Once again, this has been your navigator and guide, Mr. E. Thank you for joining Tales from the Time Traveler's Tavern. So that's it.